Hi guys! So the last couple days we started talking about a special letter which was Y, which is a consonant, but we talked about how Y can act as a vowel the last 2 days. So today let's see what we're going to talk about for lesson 63. Well, first we're going to try to alphabetize these words. So remember, when we put things in ABC order, we start with the first letter. So we look and see which one of those which one has a letter that comes first in the alphabet, okay? So if I'm looking at these words, I have fish, dog, apple, kite, and pig. So we know that our initial letter or beginning letter in the alphabet is the letter A. Very good. So do I have any words that start with A? That's right, I do. I have apple. So apple would be our first word if we made a list. Okay. Then I would just go straight across my alphabet. Do I have any words that start with B? No. How about C? D? Yes, I have dog. So far I have apple and then dog in my list. All right, what about E? F? Yes, I have fish. So we have apple, dog, then fish so far. How about G? H? I? J? K? Yes, I have kite. So we have apple, dog, fish, and kite. And so then pig must come next because P is all the way down here. So that's how we would put those words in ABC order. And we're going to be practicing more and more of that in the next couple weeks. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to echo the sounds that I say, and you're going to put them together to make a word. Are you ready? So if I say stop, so echo it, and then you say stop. Very good. How about ski? Ski, very good. Flight. Flight, good job. How about sleep? Sleep, good job. Twist. Twist, perfect. All right, so we're going to be practicing that more and more, putting those sounds together. All right, so let's look. Here are our letter name cards that we have so far. Okay, so we're just going to really quickly name them because we added some new ones this week. Are you ready? So I have digraph TH, digraph NG, digraph EE. And so those all have the word digraph in front of them because they are, that's right, two letters that make one sound. And then we have E, H. Look at this though, it's got the dot, so be careful. We're going to say vowel Y, A consonant E. Very good. And then this one, look at the bracket. We say final syllable TLE. D, final syllable PLE. And we have U consonant E, E consonant E, final syllable DLE. We have W, O consonant E, B, G, U, R, I consonant E, final syllable GLE, M, final syllable BLE, X, Y, J, V, and then final syllable FLE. Very good. All right, so we have all these different ways that we can spell these sounds now, our sound cards. So we're going to go ahead and start up here, and then I'm going to move so you guys can see them, okay? So I've got sheep, E, digraph EE, very good. Then I have umbrella, U, good job. Ruffle, bull. Final syllable, FLE. Staple, pull. Bugle, gull. Final syllable, GLE. Ring, Digraph NG, very good. Then I have yarn, Y. Inch, I. Cake, A consonant E. Bottle, tool. Final syllable, TLE. Feather, V. Digraph TH. Goat, G. G. Cube, U. U consonant E. Wagon, W. W. Thimble, digraph TH. Dime, I. I consonant E. Shark, Sh. Digraph SH. Vest, V. V. Concrete, E. E consonant E. Hose, O. O consonant E. Candle, dull. Final syllable, D-L-E. Fox, X. X. Bubble, bull. Final syllable, B-L-E. Hook, Digraph O-O. Cry, I. Vowel Y. Jar, J. J. Tooth, oo. Digraph O-O. Elephant, E. Equal, E. E. Candy, E. We say vowel Y. Very good. All right, so you're going to echo the words that you hear, and you're going to listen for the sound that's the same in these words, okay? So they might not be in the same position. It could be a sound that's in the middle of the word, at the end of the word. You just have to listen for the same sound. Are you ready? So her, fern, number. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Her, fern, number. What sound did you hear? We heard the sound. So if you look at these words, what letters do you see that make the same sound? I've got fern, number. That's right. The letters E and R make the sound. Sometimes when a vowel is followed by the letter R is called a bossy R because it changes the vowel. We don't hear the E sound. It bosses the one in front of it. Okay? Besides calling it that, we also call it a vowel combination, okay? Because that E and the R come together and it's a vowel combination, okay? Which we'll talk more about that. We code letter combinations, okay, with arcs. So look, this E and the R, we arc it and connect it underneath. The E and the R, we arc it and connect it underneath. And then over here, we can break apart the word and we still arc it and connect it underneath. So when we see that ER together, we know we need to put that arc because it's going to say We can't sound it out like we normally would sound out a CVC word. All right. So when you see this letter card, here's what we're going to say. We're going to say combination ER. Okay, because it's a combination of the two letters. Can you say that with me? Combination ER. And our sound card for that combination ER sound is but because it's got that sound at the end. Now we noticed when we looked at the other words, that ER can actually be pretty much anywhere in the word. It can be at the end of the word or it can be in the middle of the word. You're not going to really see it that much at the beginning, but there's a lot of words that you see it in the middle and a lot of words you see it at the end. All right, so we're going to learn about this ER pair. So we're going to watch a quick little video.
Do-roo-dee-doo-roo, do-roo-dee-doo-roo. Let's sing! E-R, grasshopper, grasshopper, letter, letter, helicopter, helicopter, tiger, tiger, hamburger, hamburger, otter, otter, ruler, ruler, zipper, zipper. One more time. Grasshopper, grasshopper, letter, letter, helicopter, helicopter, tiger, tiger, hamburger, hamburger, otter, otter, ruler, ruler, zipper, zipper. One more time. Grasshopper, grasshopper. Letter, letter. Helicopter, helicopter. Tiger, tiger. Hamburger, hamburger. Otter, otter. Ruler, ruler. Zipper, zipper.
Okay, so when we watched that video, you might have noticed all of those words had the ER at the end. So it's very, very common to have that ER sound at the end of words. So now that we've kind of learned about our new letter combination, let's practice making some words with that letter combination. All right, so I've already put our letter combination ER up here. And so we're going to practice making some words with it, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm just going to add a beginning sound in front of it, and we're going to try to sound out the word. Are you ready? So if I put an H in front of it, what do I have? I have her, very good. Okay, what about if I put an F in front of it and then an N in front of it? I have fern, very good. Okay, I'm going to move the ER over a little bit. And then I'm going to try to put it at the end of words now. If I pull an L up here, and then I add an E, and then I put in the middle a V, let's see what's going to happen. I've got lever, very good. What if I change that beginning sound from an L to an N? Now I have never, very good. All right, let's try another one. Okay, all right, we're going to try to make a really big word now. What if I pull that blend SP up here, and I pull an I, and then I have my N's and my ER. Are you ready? I have spinner, very good.
Hi guys, so it's that time of the day where we get to code some words. We're going to be working on some of the things that we've talked about so far this week. Remember, we've talked about Y when it acts as a vowel, and we've talked about, today we learned about combination ER. Okay, so let's look at our first word. I've got Y at the end. So let's block it off for a second and see if it's going to be a suffix or if it's just going to help with an ending, okay? So if I block it off, I've got that double G. And so I know I can cross one of those off. I've got an O that has a G behind it. So it's got a consonant behind it, so it's closed, so it's going to be short. So when I look at it then, I have the word fog. Is fog a word by itself? Yes. So that means I can box off that Y because it's acting as a suffix. And remember, when it acts as a suffix, it almost always makes the sound E. That's right. It almost always says the E sound. So foggy, very good. All right, let's look at our next word. Now, Y at the end of this word can't be a suffix. Why not? Because if I block it off, what am I left with? I'm just left with the sk, and that's not a word by itself. So we know that this Y has to be acting as the vowel for the word. So I'm going to go ahead and dot it because I know it's going to act as a vowel. Now I have to figure out if it's going to make the long sound or the short sound. So let's think about this. I have sk, I, very good. And remember, if it's saying I and saying its name, it's that long sound. So sk, I. So we have foggy sky. Very good. All right, let's look down here. This is a little bit longer of a word, isn't it? So what do we need to do first? Let's find our vowels. So I have a vowel that's an O, and then what's my other vowel? That's an E, very good. And I've got that consonant behind it. So I know, what am I going to do? I'm going to chop it down the middle of those consonants. So when I chop it like that, let's look at my first syllable. CVC. So I know that O is going to be short. So I just have k-op, cop. Now look at my next syllable though. I've got an E, but it's with the R, okay? So when it's with that R, remember, it's a combination. It says And when we have combinations, remember, we're just going to put that little mark in between. We're going to mark them underneath like that to put them together, okay? So I've got k, cop, and then per. So copper. And let's look at our next word. What do you notice? Well, first, that's right. I've got that S at the end. Now, I know it's a suffix because when I block it off, let's see if this word makes sense by itself. I've got O-O, so I need to underline it. And remember, O-O can make two different sounds. It can say oo or Okay, so if I sound it out first, I'd say t, oo, t, oo. Is that a real word? No, let's try it with the oo. T, ools. Tools, very good. So I've got tools, and that S is making that Z sound, so I'm going to make it a little line through it to look like a Z. So copper tools. All right, let's look at our last word. Remember that apostrophe X? I'm going to act like it's not even there, okay? And if I act like it's not there, I have an E with nothing behind it. So it is open, so it's going to be long. So I'm going to put that long macron on top. So now I have E, he. So he's, and then let's look at this word. What do you notice about this word? It's got that ing at the end. So I'm going to box it off, but I have to make sure that it has a root word that makes sense by itself. So if I box it off, let's look over here. I've got ing again, but I can't have two suffixes in the same word. I can't have to say ing, okay? So, because I have to have, that would make an S by itself, and that doesn't make sense. So if I look for my vowel is I, it's in front of N, so it's going to be short. But then I also see that NG, which says so I'm going to underline it. So I have sing, singing, very good. So he's singing. So let's really quick look over those words again. We have foggy sky, copper tools, he's singing.
All right, guys, so now we have our letter name cards. And if you can see at the top, we've added this card right here. And remember, when we see this card, we're going to say combination ER. So it's combination ER. Very good. And then if we look at our sound cards, you can see right here, we added our new sound card for combination ER, and we're going to use the picture of butter for that sound. Butter for the sound. Very good. All right, we're going to go ahead and connect to our activity sheet. So, all right, guys, it's that time where we need to pull out our activity sheet so we can work on it.
All right, guys, it's that time of the day where we get to do our activity sheet. So today we worked on something new. We worked on combination ER, which says So what we're going to do is you are going to listen to the sound I say, and you're going to tell me what the last sound in the word that I say is, okay? So, for example, if I say dog, you would write down G, okay? So what if I say save? What's the last sound in save? That's right. It's the V sound, the V sound. Good job. What is the last sound in spoon? Spoon. That's right. It's the N, the N sound. What's the last sound in brittle? Brittle that you hear? L. Good job. The L sound. What's the last sound in shake? Shake. That's right. The K sound. And then what's the last sound in fry? Fry. Good job. The I sound, the long I sound. What about the last sound in jiggle? Jiggle. That's right, it's that ul sound again. And then the last sound in tame. Tame. Very good, the Okay, what about the last sound in spangle? Spangle. L again, very good. The last sound in plastic. Plastic. That K sound, good job. And then the last sound in final. Final. The ul sound again, very good. All right, on number 11, we are going to try to spell the word 50. 50. So what do we hear? F, very good. F, I, I. That's right. So far we have the if. Now we need the T. So we hear T and then the E. Now it's the E sound at the end of the word, and it's in that syllable T. So we know we're usually going to use the TY to do that. T. On number 12, let's try to spell planted. Planted. What do we hear? Pull. That's right. It's that PL. Pull. An. A-N. Very good. Plant. T. Plant. Ed. When we hear that ed, that's right. It's that ED. All right. And then on 13, we're going to say how we spell the sound. How do we spell the sound? That's right. We worked on that today. ER says All right. On number 14, let's try to spell her. Her. I have H. Very good. And then ER. Very good. And then on 15, let's spell under. We have U, N, D, D, and then ER. Very good. All right, how about after? After, I hear A, F, very good. T, good job. And then ER. Perfect. So in our first word on number 17, what do you notice? Well, I've got multiple vowels, so I need to figure out where my vowel is. I have a U and I have an E, and then I have a consonant. So I'm going to break up that word first, okay? Then let's look at my first syllable. I've got a vowel in front of a consonant, so I know it's short. So I have but, and then my next syllable, I have a vowel in front of a consonant, but it's that ER together. So I'm going to connect them underneath just like that. So ter. So butter. All right, on number 18, how would I code that word? Where's my vowel? That's right, my vowel is E, but look what it has behind it. The R. So that means that we're going to connect them underneath together just like that. And so then when we sound it out, we can say verb. Very good. All right, this is a longer word. On number 19, how am I going to code that? Well, first I have to look at the end, and I see that I have a suffix, so I'm going to box off that ED. Now, I have more than one vowel, so I have to figure out where they're at. I've got a U, and I have an E, and I have that consonant in between. So I'm going to break it apart, okay? Then my U is in front of a consonant, so I know it's going to be short. So my first syllable says num. My vowel is E in the second syllable, but remember it has an R, so I'm going to connect them together underneath and say b-er. So number, and then I have to add the ed. Numbered. So that ed, listen, numbered, just makes the d sound. All right, on number 20, what do you notice? Well, I've got that S at the end, so let me go ahead and box it off to make sure it's a suffix. Then, where's my verb? That's right, it's an E, but it's got an R behind him, so I'm going to connect them. So when I sound it out, I can say fern. Is fern a word by itself? Yes, so then I can say fern and add the S. Ferns. Good job. But listen to that S. Ferns. It makes that Z sound. All right, on number 21. It's a longer word, so I need to find out where my vowels are. I have a I, and then what other vowel? And I have an E, and then I've got that consonant between it, so I need to break it apart. Well, my vowel I is in front of an S, which is a consonant, so I know it's going to be short. So my first syllable, I can blend that BL together and say bull. So I have bliss. My second syllable has that E and the R, so I'm going to connect them together, and it's going to be So So blister. Very good. So I have butter, verb, numbered, ferns, and blisters. So which picture matches the word? That's right, it's butter. All right, let's try our last words that we're going to code. On the first word, what do you notice? Well, I don't have a normal vowel, so that means that Y is acting as my vowel, so I need to put that dot on top of it, okay? And then it's at the end of a really short word. So when I is at the end of a one syllable or short word, it's usually going to be long, and it's usually going to say I. So I have I. Then I have my SH. Well, I'm going to underline that. And now I have I. Shy. Very good. On number 23, how would I code that? I have that OO, so I can underline it. Now remember, it can make an oo or an sound. So if I say nun, well, that doesn't make sense. But if I try noon, very good. All right, on number 24, how would I code that? That's right, I see that ing, so I'm going to box it off. But remember, I still have to make sure that it makes sense on the other side. So I've got an E that has nothing behind it, so it's going to be long. B-E. Does B make sense by itself? Yes, so now I have the word being. Being, very good. And then on number 25, well, where's my vowel? It's E. It's in front of an S, so it's going to be short. And then I've got two S's. Do I need to say s? No, so I'm going to cross one of them off. So l-s, less, very good. And then look at 26. Is there any way that I can code that? No, it's a contraction, so it's not going to follow the rules of being coded. So I have shy, noon, bean, less, and al. So which one does that match? That's right, if you look very close on the clock, it's pointed at noon, at 12 o'clock. All right. On the back, we're going to read our paragraph and then we're going to answer some questions, okay? So today, I just want you to be listening and watching the words as I read it. Are you ready? So it says, the cattle herd was trying to graze on the grass by the gate. The gate broke as the cattle pressed on it. The cattle got the grass they went after. Mending the gate will take little time, but herding the cattle will be tricky. Okay? So what was trying to graze? That's right, the cattle, or you could say the herd. I'm going to write cattle, herd. Where was the grass the cattle wanted? They were trying to graze. Was it by the tree, by the gate, or by the pond? That's right, it was by the gate because remember they broke the gate when they did it. What will take little time? So little time. It says mending the gate will take little time. So herding the cattle, we said it could be tricky, but mending the gate will take little time. Good job. All right, there's a couple words down here if you want to try to sound them out or read them. And you guys did an awesome job. I'll see you tomorrow.